This speech is basically to give you some information about the world of tattoos. The word tattoo is said to have two meanings. One from the Polynesian word tat, which means striking something, and the Tahitian word tattoo, which means to mark something. Tattoos date over 5,000 years. They're created by inserting colored materials beneath the skin surface. Some of the first people to have had tattoos were said to be Egyptians and Japanese. Tattoos have served as amulet status symbols, declarations of love, signs of religious beliefs, adornment, and even forms of punishment. There's many different styles of tattoos. You have old school, also known as traditional. You have new school, also known as contemporary. You have biomechanical, also known as biomech. You have tribal, which is traditional Borneo tattoo. You have traditional Japanese tattoos. You have black and gray. You have tonal tattoos. You have Marquesian tribal, traditional tattoos from the Marquese Islands. You have gang and gang-related tattoos, Chinese character tattoos, tribal tattoos, pin-ups, portraits, Celtic, and just regular word tattoos. I'm going to kind of explain to you how getting a tattoo feels, the process and how it works. Not one person can describe the feeling because all people feel different. But personally, it feels sort of like a needle sticking you over and over again at over 1,000 times a minute. The most painful part, I would say, would have to be the outline work of the tattoo. The line work is done basically with groups of needles that are close together in order to have a solid fill line. The shading process is somewhat less painful because the speed that is needed for shading is much lower than it is for outlining. The needles are used for shading are spread far apart and are either stacked on top of each other, so therefore they can fill more space. The tattoo process is injecting ink barely under the skin. The perception of people with tattoos. Over time, the people who have tattoos have changed drastically. Once upon a lifetime, the only people who had them were high power, people who had a high status. Later, it was viewed as a serviceman type of adornment for sailors, army men, etc. All branches of the service were inked. Now, in the 21st century, anyone from teachers, artists, doctors, professionals, etc. wears them. So now that you are aware of the tattoo history, the styles of tattoos, and how they feel in the process of getting a tattoo, and the perception of people who have them, I hope that it enlightens you and helps make your decision of getting one, not getting one, a little bit easier.